And by the way, isn't it you? Hope you know. Do you know the defender Real Madrid are chasing now?
What do you mean?
Do you know the defender Real Madrid are chasing now? Do you know why? Tell me why you are chasing Saliba? Because he's the best.
No,
in the
because we always
because
wait
you know he
now.
will raise the quality at your club.
No, it's not you raise the quality. He will learn. He can't raise the quality.
Saliba will come there and be a starter. Do you know Saliba comes to Madrid right now and he will start. He will start for Madrid.
There's not much happening aside the summer tournaments.
No, I disagree. There's a lot happening. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the transfer world. Victor Osimhen is expected to leave Napoli. We don't know where he'll go, either Arsenal, United, Chelsea, or maybe even Valencia.
They don't have money now.
Of course, that's true. They don't have the money.
Come on, let's
you also have Manchester United, contract extension for Ten Hag. Chelsea, they're signing everything that breeds in Brazil. As far as you have a name, you have football boots, they will sign you.
Do you have a player for sale? I think
I have one player in Brazil. I'll reach out to them. And before we go on, shout out to Beyond Limit Academy. They completed another big sale. Shino Ayodele moved to Lille. It's an attacker that can play on both sides, and I'm pretty excited to see what becomes of him. I'm looking forward to seeing him.
A big one for them, because you remember last season too, they also had a big move for Inter Milan. That's Akin Sarmiro. A big one, and he was part of the team that also won the that's the Serie A title. Big money they've also made from themselves. It just shows you that once you have a system that works, every other thing will go well.
And if we can take a cue from Beyond Limits in Nigerian football as a whole, it's the fact that you need to invest to get results. You've seen Beyond Limits, you see the state-of-the-art academy they have, their facilities are top notch. So it's the same thing we are telling the NFF and co that if they invest, we'll definitely see results. But back to the matter, Manchester City, there's talk that they could lose Kevin De Bruyne, and if I read that saying, they say he's on his way to
to Saudi.
So imagine if these two players leave. Where would City need to strengthen if they want to win a 5th straight title?
I think for City, one first thing they already have to win the title is Pep Guardiola.
Of course.
When you have a Pep, you can win the title. And then for Ederson, a great goalkeeper on his own ranks. But then I think he's someone that can be replaced, because if you look at Ederson, he's one good goalkeeper, but he doesn't face too much challenges due to the kind of good defensive strength it has to complement him in play. So what they need to do is to look for the market, get a good goalkeeper. One big challenge.
Fabrizio actually posted already that Ortega will be the first choice. And Ortega did well towards the end of last season.
They've extended his contract, extra 1 year contract for him. But I don't think you want to fight at all fronts, the Premier League, the Champions League, and
so you don't believe they will be as strong enough with Ortega?
Yeah, I feel Ortega will also need another competition. Just as he had with Ederson. Then I think the biggest challenge for them has to be yes, Mamadashvili wouldn't be bad. He wouldn't be bad.
Free Mamadashvili.
Nwabali.
Yeah, they could even get Nwabali tested and trusted. They need that kind of player. But I feel the biggest problem might be for that of Kevin De Bruyne. But then we've seen the same City too.
They went months without him though.
Yes, that's what I said. But if you look at City's success over the years, you can't eliminate him. Firstly, you talk about Rodri. The next player that comes in mind is Kevin De Bruyne. But then he can't play forever, and you have to. This kind of players, you don't want them to go for free. So if you can just sell him towards the tail end of his contract, that's good. But I feel that's a big challenge for them. They already have a good signing. That's Savio. They got from I think that's Boca Juniors.
No, Wesker. Yeah. Sorry, I said Wesker. This is a French club.
Yeah, I know. Yes, after
Troy,
he was
Girona,
he came in. So it's to see how it goes for them, but it's going to be difficult to replace the Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay, we'll see how that progresses. But Chelsea, they are literally I don't know if these guys use maybe Football Manager or something, but I think their strategy now is check Brazil, check the top trending players in Brazil, and just bring them. They missed out on a top talent recently to Wolves. I'm not going to mention his name. But what can Enzo Maresca do, first of all, to bring Chelsea back to their glory days? They seemed like they were, turning around the corner under Pochettino again, and then
dismantled again. And now 2 key figures at the club have left also. People who have been there, who have helped them, develop their academy and everything. I just don't think that anybody really knows what they are doing. Chelsea, anybody that's going to pretend to you, any Chelsea fan, oh, these people really know what they're doing, they're lying. Nobody knows, even the people themselves, they don't know what they're doing, and it's very obvious. This is all just a scattergun approach. Just, oh, this person's available, sign him. They're just signing players. They want to sign Fury, right? Why?
What do you need
because
him for?
Because
Arsenal is interested.
Arsenal is interested. Is popping. Oh yeah, go and get him. Oh, we heard about Estevao. This guy's the next big star from Brazil. Sign him. But you've just signed like how many Brazilians already? You want to sign more? You're signing Dewsbury Hall. What is? In fact, I don't know.
I think the problem has to be for Todd Bowley and the management. You know, they look at they just want to make money. They're trying to buy players for the future, Chelsea, so that once the players get better, they will get a good resale value. And forget that sometimes at this early age, you can't really tell these players who hit the hallmark. You are not so sure.
You can't just sign everybody. But this is my problem with modern football. Any team that has money, any big team that has money, next thing they do is they hoard talents. These guys don't get the chance to develop properly. You know, before moving. When did Neymar come to Europe? It was 2013, right?
Yes, 2013.
By then he was 21. We had known about Neymar since he was a kid. But he waited until he was ready, you know. Even Mbappe is going to Real Madrid now, but even before that, he stayed in his country where he was more comfortable. Do you understand? But now, we're not having that anymore. Everybody just wants to hold players. They're just signing 16-year-olds,
you know, if you look at where they're buying for, mostly the Argentine, the Brazilian players, due to the South American players, you know, due to the financial implications, they are very quick to make a move.
But it's just sad to see, as a football fan, one football club will have 50 players on loan. Then this multi-club system that they are doing now, you sign players, dump them at Strasbourg. Like they're just same thing that happened with City as well, with Girona. Same thing we saw before with Udinese and Watford.
For me, I genuinely don't know how many players Chelsea will have next season in their squad. But if there is one thing Maresca should do, he should try and build his first 11 and know his first 11. Last season, Chelsea changed their lineups the most of any side. They changed their centre back pairings the most of any side. Players. So I would advise that the one thing Maresca should do is to, out of his 100 players that he has under his belt, pick his best 11 and say, this is my trusted 11. These are the players I want to impose my identity on and just build on from there.
But the problem with that is that fans themselves, they have their own agenda for this player.
It's the manager that comes that will always stick.
He's the manager.
But the main problem for Enzo Maresca has to even be, how would you even choose? Because Chelsea already had so many players, and now you already signed around 6 already.
In training, you have 3 sets of 11s.
Because I think he's even making the job difficult.
I'm not even trying to throw. I'm not trying to throw Chelsea, but they had so much players in their squad that some players had to change outside. This actually happened. This is not true.
Yes, you can't forget. Thiago Silva talked about it then. But if you look at it for Chelsea, you ask yourself, like, for all these players that they've bought, there's no top talent. There's no one you see. No, like when I mean. A player that comes with a world-class player that gives that influence on the field. There's no
1 billion.
You have to have at least 3 or 4 world beaters.
They don't even have one.
Without question.
So that's the problem I have with their transfers. They're making Chelsea look like a middle table team, and that's not. Chelsea are meant to be fighting. One of the things I do like in this life is when you do a scattergun approach and something clicks.
Palmer went to walk. That means that they've invalidated. They are not going to stop.
They feel they won't stop. And
Palmer
just a needle in a haystack. Just a needle in a haystack.
But now they're going to be like, oh, this one worked. You know, but all in all, I think it's going to be hard for Maresca to have his 11.
But anyways, away from Chelsea for a bit, Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid, 16th Champions League incoming.
It doesn't work like that.
It works like that.
It doesn't. When Real Madrid in 2009 signed Cristiano Ronaldo, signed Kaká as well. So the reigning World Player of the Year, the former World Player of the Year, brought them in and everything. How long did it take them to get the Champions League in the bag? So it doesn't work like that.
But without Mbappe, they've already been doing it.
They've been able to do it.
And now they've changed it again.
Firepower.
But they're losing Cruz also.
They're losing Toni Kroos.
So it's you're adding one killer, you're taking out one.
It's not just.
And by the way, isn't it you? Hope you know. Do you know the defender Real Madrid are chasing now?
What do you mean?
Do you
by
know the
that?
defender Real Madrid are chasing now? Do you know why? Tell me why you are chasing Saliba? Because he's the best.
No,
in the
because we always
because
wait
you know he
now.
will raise the quality at your club.
No, it's not you raise the quality. He will
come there and be.
learn. He can't raise the quality.
Saliba will come there and be a starter. Do you know Saliba comes to Madrid right now and he will start. He will start for Madrid.
He cannot raise the quality.
Saliba will start for Madrid right now.
Yes, but the bar has already been raised.
This is so
and
that's what I want to. He's going to start for Madrid. That's the point I want to.
No, there's no way we are going to sign a Saliba. You will not start him.
It's okay.
It's normal.
You validated me. Thank you.
No, I've never said Saliba is a bad player, but let's
thank you for that.
We'll still give credit to Upamecano.
Thank you for that.
If
Still
Saliba
give
comes,
credit to
Thank you for that.
Upamecano.
if
That's
Saliba
all I
comes,
want
he
to
won't,
hear.
he won't be
Still
the
give
best
him credit.
defender in Spain.
I don't.
It will be Mosquera from Valencia.
See any name you want to call Tombe or
Christian
anything.
Mosquera.
He's going to start for Madrid. I just want to point it to her that Saliba will start
Just
for
like you
Real
say,
Madrid.
two truths can coexist, right?
This one is not about two truths. One truth.
But
One truth is that William Saliba starts for Real
There's no way
Madrid.
you
Is
spend
there any
70
club that will
million
sign
on a
Saliba and not
Saliba
start
and then
him?
bench
No.
him.
Then that's the thing. So it's not like it's something that is debatable. But what I'm saying is not going to raise any bar. The bar has already
So
been
to all
raised
viewers
high
out
in
there,
Real
hope I've been
Madrid.
vindicated that William Saliba is the best CB in the world.
He's
End
not
of
been
story.
vindicated anything.
End of story. Let's move on. Let's move on.
That, you know, you can't. They don't know how to win trophies, so you need to talk about us.
Let's
So
talk
that
about
we can-
Barcelona, please.
Who's that? Who's that? Which club is that, please?
People
FC
that are
Barcelona.
Oh, okay, those guys.
The
The guys
club
that
of
they
Lionel
arrest that
Messi,
stadium.
Okay.
Diego Maradona.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, those guys. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Now we can talk about
Let's
them.
talk about them. So, what are your expectations for Barcelona this season?
I think I expect them
Hansi
to.
Flick.
I think I expect them to do better than last season. Although personally, I still have a grudge against them because of how they treated Xavi.
Xavi.
I don't like the way he left. He did a youth. He should have left when he wanted to. He did a U-turn only for them to, fire him and all of that. But then, to be fair, if I see Hansi Flick and if I see Xavi, I mean,
Why?
I will pick Hansi.
On what basis?
Experience.
And you
What
can't forget what he did.
experience?
What he did with Bayern.
Experience.
The treble winning team.
Even Bayern fans don't rate him anymore.
Yeah, they don't rate him
And
anymore.
because of what happened to
actually.
Germany, and you know
They
that
don't rate
Bayern
him.
is like Germany itself. So when you remember how poor it
But
was
we
in
know
Germany.
Barca would actually. I mean, next season is going to be the same.
It's
Two
still
or three,
same
Real Madrid and Barcelona.
those
But
slim
can
budgets.
they compete on the continental level?
What did you just say now?
Are you going to have Valencia? It's 2-horse race now. Every year, La Liga is a 2-horse race. We
No,
know.
but it's not every year.
The
now.
anomaly is when we
Not
have
every year.
Atletico and all of that.
I will say it
Last
now.
season, Girona were trying
Mark
to
my
form.
words.
They were trying
Read
to
my
form.
lips.
Well,
Next
what
season.
do you want to say?
Valencia will be up there.
Up there at
To do
16th.
what?
At
Top
16th.
10.
You'll be up there.
Top 10,
Top 10.
up there.
You'll be up there at 16th.
No, but
maybe.
I think at the end of the day, it's in Europe that Barcelona really need to do something, because that's what Laporta did all those things for, all the levers and everything. They need to go deep in the Champions League
But
and
do
get
you
that
think they
Champions League
can
money.
with the squad they have?
But
and
they
everything?
showed a certain level of progression under Xavi, like getting to the quarterfinals. That's
Yeah.
the first time he did that since
And they should have
2019
beaten
post
PSG, to be very
Messi.
honest.
So it shows you that means a step. They just need to take it a step
But they are
further,
not
getting
winning
to the
any
semis.
Champions League.
But they can't win the Champions League.
Why
They
you guys
can, but they won't.
Why you guys
They
writing
can't
them
win
off?
it.
like
Anybody
that?
can win Champions, but they won't.
No, this one I'm saying, Barcelona cannot win
They
it.
will not win it.
They cannot win it. But
Why?
This is going to age like milk, huh?
They won't win. Okay, they can, but they won't.
They can. Anybody can win Champions
I'm
League.
telling you that they can't win
But
it.
you
But
know,
they won't.
you know, there's the new Swiss format now.
That's-
does
Yes,
it
the
play in their
format
favor?
already.
It's going to make it worse for
They're
them.
going to make it worse for
Yes.
them because they'll play more quality sides early on.
It depends on the group you find yourself to. Because
No,
those are
it's
the-
one Swiss format.
Yeah, I know the Swedes. That's
Okay,
like
it depends on the pairings they
yeah,
give
the
them.
pairings.
Yeah.
That's how it could be.
But the way the thing is paired now, you can face in Napoli early on. You can face a top side.
You
in
know,
your first
you know,
two
Just say
games.
you know,
Napoli
you
and
know,
top side in the same sentence.
Yes, but they're a top side.
They
now.
did.
They're a
How
top
many teams
side
made it
now.
to Europe from Italy?
They're a top side
And
now.
Napoli didn't make it.
They didn't make
Like
it.
didn't
9
make it.
teams, and they still didn't make
Who are
it.
you blaming? Are you blaming our Nigerian guy?
No, it's not Osimhen's fault though.
Okay.
This is this
It's-
guy. De
but
Laurentiis.
you know, after they won the league, it was evident. I just said it that
How do you
Osimhen had no
hire Rudy
reason.
Garcia after winning the league?
You have because
Are you joking?
even
That's when I knew I was not serious. But now they've gotten Conte, sha, so you know Conte.
and Conte doesn't want
Conte is
our
a no
brother.
nonsense
Revival
manager.
man.
Yeah.
He should be a
Conte
pastor.
doesn't want.
And
doesn't really
little
have
talk
Osimhen
about
in his
little talk
plan.
about Napoli and Osimhen. Where do you think is the best place for Osimhen to go to? because Napoli have already made it clear that
they want to sell him. They need to use his money to.
And from what we are hearing, Osimhen wants to go to a Champions League side. So where is the best?
Go to PSG.
All those Chelsea links are a joke. Go to PSG, play in Champions League. You are Africa's best player.
And he's already respected in France.
Yeah, he's adored in France.
Yes, he's adored in France.
Just go to France, PSG, biggest team in the league. You win the league, you play Champions League every. And you make your money, right? As long as you don't fight Kelefi.
No, but
what about Arsenal though?
I'm not sure Arsenal wants.
I don't want Osimhen to go to the Premier League.
Because speaking about the transfer price now, they say Napoli are willing to reduce to 90 million euros. Arsenal can afford that.
He will flourish in Arsenal, but I don't want him to go to the Premier League. I don't think that he's going to be able to handle. I don't think he has the temperament yet to handle the way the Premier League is.
Agreed.
With the media, with scrutiny and everything. If he comes, doesn't score in 5 matches, and one reporter should tell him that he's a flop. We don't know what he will do in the heat of anger.
Another live. IG and TikTok
live. Go and do IG live now or something. Or if Ateta should bend. You know what? That's the problem, right? And that's why we talked about those things. Like when nobody can now predict how you will respond, whether professionally or otherwise, then it makes it difficult. I don't want him to have to be under that cloud. So I prefer for him to just go somewhere where that kind of spotlight is not there. Even though in France there's a lot of scrutiny and everything. I mean, Mbappe faced it, but still, I think it's a much better. France is a
better option. Yeah, Mbappe is out. It's now sort of a free level.
So Victor Osimhen to PSG by Slake and the Duchess. Okay.
Yeah, but
for me, she just go to Saudi and enjoy life.
For what? That's what age? What has he done?
Secure the bag.
What has he done? Like
he has made top 10 of Ballon d'Or. He has won the Serie A with Napoli.
So we want our best.
Secure the bag.
We want our best player, Africa's best player, Nigeria's best player.
Our best player now is Ademola
Lookman.
Sorry, Nigeria's best player is Ademola Lookman. Sorry.
But you notice he was not in the CAF flyer ahead of when they did it.
He's not Nigerian.
Come on,
Ademola Lookman is Nigeria's best player. Anwar Bali.
But still talking about managers. Why we still speak about managers? The African Cup of Nations qualifiers, that's Morocco 2025, is already out, and Nigeria finds herself in a familiar group:
Benin Republic,
Rwanda, then Libya, and we still do not have a coach.
And we are not even
qualifiers is in September.
We are not even confident that Rwanda and Benin are in the other group that were struggling in.
And Rwanda has a good result so far.
Before we started our World Cup qualifier talk right here, I said one thing. You can remember I said it to take the grace of God for us to qualify. And you see this AFCON P again, I'm saying it again, but to take double grace, like from God.
But how did he get that bad for us? Because this is the group that we have.
If you want to know how bad, if you want to. That was an anomaly.
This is AFCON group. This is not World Cup qualifiers.
Doesn't mean all this. See, there are no pushovers in that group. Gone are the days where you see Libya, Benin, and you just say, okay, easy 12 points. There are no pushovers.
With all due respect to those countries, if
Nigeria that's what you said. All due respect. When Lesotho chop your eye, Zimbabwe chop your eye.
Yes,
all due respect.
I'll keep saying it. With all due respect to all those countries, Benin Republic I hail, Libya I hail, Rwanda I hail. But if Nigeria cannot come out of this group fairly comfortably,
without
then we should just cancel everything. That or disband the NPFL. Disband Nigeria. It was worse.
I mean, it's so sad. It's so sad that the manager just a few weeks ago, our Super Eagles coach is now the coach of an NPFL side. I mean, I love Finidi George. He's a legend for what he did for Super Eagles, but that's just his level. The NPFL is his level.
No,
that's his level. I'm so sorry.
I don't think it's
I'm sorry, that's his level.
You can't judge a manager with that number of games.
Do you want me to land? I'm not talking about. I'm not even going to judge Finidi based on the results. Pesaro lost his first 2 games, didn't he? Finidi is so unlucky that his first games came at such a crucial time.
Yeah.
So, but my point is that looking away from the result, Finidi doesn't have the aura, doesn't have the charisma. It goes beyond.
Kolade, are you trying to tell me that you don't see all those teas yesterday?
Which teas?
Can you tell me? Please, you would see this. See the way it was. Just look at.
See the way it was.
See how fine it looks.
See the way it was speaking.
Come on, what
a lot of Super Eagles, you need to be articulate. Even look at Southgate. Southgate doesn't know what he's doing, but he's bold enough to come and own his shit
but you know that.
You need to stamp your authority down as a national team manager. Finidi doesn't give that same. Finidi looks like the kind of coach that he will give an instruction and the players will go against his instruction and he won't do anything.
With Enyimba.
That's his level. That's why I said it is level.
What do you mean his level?
It is his level.
No, you can't say that.
It is level.
Coaching career.
And that's why. What have you done with England?
Even the same thing you're saying. Southgate gets players that
final of you
almost cannot kill a bird, can it?
But then I don't think that's his level. I think it's just circumstances. We'll just wait to see how it goes in the future.
We'll see. We'll see the circumstance now.
But anyway, Finidi George, I'm wishing you the best.
I think you actually do brilliantly at Rivers.
Because they want to build a super team and they're doing that.
That super team is they are
building a super team.
Please don't say that super team. They are building a proper team. Yes.
We'll see. Time will tell.
That super team is.
But anyway, thank you for joining us once again. We're always having fun here. You should always have fun with us. Hit that notification bell so that you can see these lovely faces. And thankfully, they did not roast me for my hair. But
so
see you later. Bye bye. Subscribe. Thank you.